I'm Grace. If you've just installed WordPress on your website, this is what your new website looks like. Now you've gotten a username and password with that installation, so you just need to come to your site administration and you need to click on it. I've already logged in, but it will take you to the box where you put in your username and password, and after you log in, it's going to take you to your dashboard, and that looks like this. You know, WordPress is being used by just millions of people, and so you don't want your WordPress site to continue to say hello world like everyone else's. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and just give it your name. Now I know that you're probably going to want to get a header created and all that kind of thing, but in the beginning, when you're just starting out, I want you to get started and be able to just be using and playing around with your new website. So first of all, let's give it a name. So come down here to Settings, click on this little arrow and it will open up a lot more options. Let's go to General, and let's go ahead and change this Hello World. Mine is Boomer's Blogging Coach, except I want a capital B there, so let's do that. And then let's go, you can fill in all the rest of this stuff. You know how to do that. And let's go back and see, now it says Boomer's Blogging Coach. Well, you look here on the top nav bar, and so far the only thing we have is home. So let's go put a few more options in there so that we can start building this site out. Now what shows up here are the pages on your website. So we can come up here and let's click on Page, and let's go ahead and add a new page. So for me, this is Boomer's Blogging Coach, and I want one of my pages to be about WordPress because I love WordPress, and obviously so do you because you just installed it on your website. So let's go ahead and publish it. Let's go back up here. We'll go back to our nav bar, and now you'll see that WordPress has been added. Let's go add another page or two. I'm going to put, let's do some keyword research, because I'll be writing a lot about that. So I'm going to add that, because if you're going to be blogging, you're going to need to know about keyword research. And now you see the keyword research has also been added. And you'll want to add more pages. You'll want to add pages about yourself, so you might want to have an about page. You're going to want to have a way for people to contact you. It really depends on what your niche is and what you're talking about, but you want to have the main things that your site is about up here on your nav bar. Now the next thing that we want to do is I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and before I do anything else, I want to set up a couple categories. And your categories are a way that your WordPress site is going to organize itself. And so I've already set up a couple of categories. I'll add another one. I'll add up using or doing keyword research. How about that? With the slug, you just want to repeat what you just wrote with a hyphen in between it. That's how the search engines can search these categories. And then you come down here and you add a new category. Okay, so I want you to be able to get started quickly and just practice and play around. And so some of the key points into building this site out are creating your pages, and then when you're adding content, you want to create posts. Posts would be the different things that you blog about. So when you want to write a post, you add new. And so let's say that I want to write a post about, as far as I'm concerned, I think WordPress is king. Now I've gone ahead and because I don't type very fast, I'm just going to go ahead and copy the few little sentences that I wrote. So here's your title, and down here is where you add your content. And so down here I'm going to click, and I'm just going to go ahead and put in what I have. And now obviously you would write a lot more than this, and you'll have some titles and some subtitles, all of that, but I just want to quickly do this so that you can get the hang of how you're going to add a post to your blog or to your website. So now you'll see here is my very first post, or this would also be my blog, and all I did was publish it. Now you can go back. I want to edit this post because that's really boring. So one of the things that we all are just kind of put off by is large blocks of text. And let's face it, it's hard to read, it's boring, so you're going to want to break up those large blocks of text. And one of the things that you use to break that text up is adding a picture. Now if you look up here above this editor bar here, you've got these little icons, and this one is for adding a picture, an image. This is for adding a video, and that's for adding audio. I'm going to add a picture here. Now, just like you would from any other time that you're wanting to add a picture somewhere to your, even to your email, you're going to select a file. I've already put some pictures in my media library, so I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to pick one of them. I'm going to use this goofy picture. You can put some, this is alternative text. I'll talk a lot about this in the future, but it's basically telling what this post is about. Down here you can tell WordPress where you want this to be, where you want to put the picture and how big you want it to put it, and then you just insert it. Now let's update it. Anytime you're making changes after you've published something, you have to update it, and there's the post. Let's go check it on the front page. So we've added a picture, and already our first blog is looking better. Now there's a lot more to using WordPress. There's tons to using WordPress, but for today I really want you to just go ahead. You've got your WordPress site here. Think a lot about the pages that you want to show up on your main nav bar right up here, and then think about how you want to organize your website and create those categories, because every time, this is one thing I didn't show you, let me go back and show you this, but every time you are writing a post, you want to come over to the categories and you want to tell WordPress where you want to organize, where you want to put this, under what it's kind of like a filing cabinet. What folder do you want to put this in? This is about WordPress, so I'm going to put it in that WordPress category. I'm going to leave it at that for today because I really do want you to do some thinking, and I want you to just get started playing with your new website. Do a little bit of building. Don't worry about what it looks like right now. Just get used to adding pages and posts, putting in a few pictures, and I will create another video really soon on how to do more with your WordPress website. But in the meantime, just go ahead and play around and have fun.